Hello everyone, this is Bryant with SFOT Source, your premier guide to Six Flags over Texas. I hope you enjoyed these shots from Rangers and Outlaws inside Texas Arena, and welcome to the second installation of our Six Flags over Texas Decade in Review series. You'll notice that we've been working our way back in time, and while our talking points may not be as detailed, there are certainly plenty of historical impacts to highlight. In this episode, we will travel back in time to the years between 2000 and 2009. While Six Flags over Texas had a number of record-breaking attractions during this time period, it also eventually became a time of scaling back and recovering from the financial struggles of adding high-dollar attractions season after season. In 2000, Premier Parks, which had acquired Six Flags from Time Warner not long before, assumed the name Six Flags Theme Parks Inc. as it was a more recognizable brand. They also continued to rebrand their purchased parks, a prime example being Geauga Lake transforming into Six Flags Ohio. 2000 at Six Flags over Texas saw the return of Missile Chaser, an Eli Bridge scrambler attraction, to the park's tower area, taking over the spot once occupied by Air Racer. The park's first-generation Intamin freefall attraction was renamed Wildcatter after being known as G-Force. The G-Force name was part of the park's push of their Right Stuff attraction in the 90s, and the Wildcatter name put the ride more into the Boomtown theme. 2001 was the park's 40th anniversary celebration and saw the addition of a record-breaking new attraction. Standing 245 feet tall and reaching speeds of 88 miles per hour, the Titan officially opens to guests on April 27th. Considered a hypercoaster, Titan was similar in layout to Goliath at Six Flags Magic Mountain and was one of the largest roller coasters in the Six Flags chain at the time. Titan still currently holds the record for tallest roller coaster in the state of Texas. A second roller coaster addition, Wile E. Coyote's Grand Canyon Blaster, is also added to the park's Looney Tunes USA section and opens to guests on March 10th. Turbo Bungee, a Euro bungee upcharge attraction, is added to Gotham City.
First, there was Star Tours. Then came Back to the Future, the ride. Now at Six Flags Great America, it's Space Shuttle America, the next century. Brace yourself, you're going to the moon on a new thrill-o-second 21st century blast through space. See it, feel it, ride it, but don't miss it. Space Shuttle America, the next century, new this year and only at Six Flags Great America Theme Park.
2002 for Six Flags over Texas brought along the show Space Shuttle America, much like what you just saw in the retro commercial, to Adventure Theater. Prior to that, Adventure Theater was home to Escape from Dino Island 3D. Space Shuttle America was the third film to be featured inside the attraction. Turbo Bungee is moved from Gotham City to the park's tower area near the entrance to Shockwave. At the end of 2002, the Missile Chaser attraction is removed from tower to make way for yet another record-breaking feat.
Only a new ride that is the tallest of its kind in the world, that soars to the top in a single bound, then blasts back down in a zero-gravity freefall. Only a new experience this breathtaking, this powerful, is worthy of the name Superman Tower of Power. Only at Six Flags over Texas, way over Texas.
Superman Tower of Power is now soaring weekends.
In 2003, daily admission to Six Flags over Texas started at $39.99. Multiple new attractions were introduced, including the return of the Right Stuff show to Adventure Theater. The park's primary new attraction, Superman Tower of Power, is constructed in tower in the former Missile Chaser location. This SNS combo tower attraction was the tallest of its kind in North America when constructed. Though it stands 325 feet tall, guests reach a height of around 250 feet. The ride's triangular topper and 25-foot flagpole make up the rest. The attraction was also the tallest ride in the park until the addition of Texas Skyscreamer in 2013. 2004 brought on yet another change to Adventure Theater. After returning for one season, The Right Stuff is once again replaced, this time by SpongeBob SquarePants 4D. After closing in the early 90s and only opening in a few instances after that, Casa Magnetica, the park's 1962 Crooked House attraction, reopens. 2005 was a particularly rough year for Six Flags as a company. Hurricane Katrina destroyed Six Flags New Orleans, and the chain announced the closure of Six Flags Astroworld in Houston. Red Zone, led by Dan Snyder, would eventually gain control of the board and Mark Shapiro would take over as CEO. The Six Flags Over Texas season began on March 5th, with admission starting at $41.99 for adults and $26 for children under 48 inches. The primary 2005 attraction was the world-class entertainment concept. This brought 3 unique shows to the park, including Kathy Burke's World of Puppets and Lone Star Theater, The Amazing Acrobats of China in Southern Palace, and Spirit of the Dance in Majestic Theater. 2 new haunts are introduced for Fright Fest: Skullduggery, The Haunting of Skull Island, and the Boomtown House of Wax. Holiday in the Park ends the season with ticket prices starting at $31.99. At the end of 2005, both the Turbo Bungee and Cliffhanger Rock Wall attractions are removed from the tower section. USA Gifts, Soft Frozen Lemonade, Lone Star Waxworks, and the DC Superheroes store are also removed.
It's Fright Fest at Six Flags. Come out for ghosts, ghouls, and one screaming coaster after another. Get your discount tickets online at sixflags.com. Six Flags, it's playtime.
2006 was another rough year for Six Flags as a company. A number of parks were sold off, including Elitch Gardens, Darien Lake, Frontier City, and more. Magic Mountain was even a consideration for the chain. The 2006 season at Six Flags Over Texas began on March 4th, with tickets starting at $45 and season passes starting at $75. Daily parking started at $15. During the off-season, Judge Roy's Scream underwent major retracking and was repainted. Texas Giant also received new air gates and transfer track. 2006, most importantly, marked the park's 45th anniversary and a massive expansion in attractions. These included Acme Rockin' Rocket, Batwing, Boot Scootin', Caddo Lake Barge, Cloud Bouncer, Crazy Legs, Gotham City Spray Ground, La Fiesta de las Tazas, Rodeo, and Sidewinder. El Sombrero is moved back to the Mexico section in a spot once occupied by the patio of Bandera's Mexican restaurant. This move took place with the addition of La Fiesta de las Tazas. The Ozarka Splash is renamed back to its original name, El Aserradero. Fast Lane, the park's premium Skip the Line feature, is renamed Flash Pass. Brunch with Bugs, Texas Star Tours, and a nightly parade are introduced in celebration of the 45th anniversary. Texas Tornado in the Boomtown section is rethemed to Gunslinger, showcasing large guns that were relocated from Astroworld. The jam-packed summer entertainment lineup included Extreme Country in Southern Palace, Funk Nation in Majestic Theater, Showboats Comin' in Crazy Horse Saloon, It's All Right at USA Stage, Rangers and Outlaws in Texas Arena, and Celebrate Texas at Silver Star Carousel Stage. At the end of the season, Mr. Freeze is repainted to its current red track and blue supports, and Music Mill Amphitheater is repainted and upgraded for a major new entertainment option debuting for 2007. Prior to the 2007 season at Six Flags Over Texas, Panda Express replaces East Texas Barbecue, Cold Stone Limited replaces Chuck Wagon Grill in the park's tower section, and Johnny Rockets replaces Chubby's Diner in Good Times Square. The 2007 season begins on March 10th. Adult tickets start at $57 and season passes start at $79.99. Splash Water, the park's Hopkins Shoot the Chutes attraction, is renamed and rethemed Aquaman Splashdown. Summer operating hours are extended until 11 p.m. with the debut of Cirque Dreams Coobrila. Located in the Music Mill Amphitheater, Cirque Dreams Coobrila was a large entertainment spectacle that featured live musicians, specialty acts, acrobatic feats, and more. With this addition, Six Flags Over Texas saw nighttime transformations with special lighting effects throughout the park's pathways. Other summer entertainment included Extreme Country in Southern Palace, Funk Nation in Majestic Theater, and Showboats Comin' in Crazy Horse Saloon. In October, Wildcatter, the park's first-generation Intamin freefall attraction, is imploded and scrapped. The operating season officially ends on January 2nd, 2008. At the end of the season, bumper cars and Casa Magnetica cease operation. SpongeBob SquarePants 4D is also removed from Adventure Theater. In 2008, we see the introduction of an all-new spinning family coaster. Standing 53 feet tall and reaching speeds of 31 miles per hour, Tony Hawk's Big Spin officially opens on May 17th in the location once occupied by Wildcatter. USA Stage, which was located at the present-day entrance of Tony Hawk's Big Spin, is also removed. Other park upgrades include Batman the Ride being repainted and the high-speed turnaround of Shockwave being refurbished. Cirque Dreams Coobrila returns in the summer for a second season, though it was a much more toned-down version in comparison to 2007. In October, Six Flags was warned that its stock had fallen below the minimum requirements to remain listed on the New York Stock Exchange. It was believed that Six Flags would be unable to make a payment to their preferred stockholders in the upcoming summer. Six Flags, however, saw their business as a sound one, noting that park attendance across the country had increased slightly. The 2008 operating season for Six Flags Over Texas ended on December 28th. The 2009 season began on March 7th. Six Flags unveils an impressive new nighttime parade entitled The Glow-in-the-Park Parade. Featuring a number of specialty illuminated floats, the parade introduced a new premier nighttime entertainment option. The parade also featured a large number of live performers, licensed characters, and a custom music soundtrack. Other summer entertainment included Country Is My Rock in Southern Palace and the Big Time Review in Crazy Horse Saloon. On June 1st, Six Flags announced that their $15 million debt payment would be further postponed by using a 30-day grace period. On June 13th, Six Flags would officially file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, though parks would continue to operate as normal while the company restructured. Later in the summer, Six Flags announced that lenders would control 92% of the company in exchange for canceling $1.13 billion in debt. The Six Flags Over Texas Fright Fest entertainment lineup included Welcome to Arania's Nightmare, Howl, and Final Freakout. The season would officially conclude on January 2nd, 2010. What were some of your favorite Six Flags Over Texas moments from 2000 to 2009? Personally, I really appreciated the focus on entertainment. Having options like Cirque Dreams Coobrila and the Glow-in-the-Park Parade really added an element of unique quality to the park. As you can see, Six Flags had its fair share of financial struggles throughout this time period. Do you think that their overexpansion of the chain, along with the installation of high-cost attractions, dug the hole? Also, which parks from this period do you wish weren't closed or sold off? I encourage everyone to visit SFOT Source for an in-depth history timeline of the park. Make sure to check out our other Decade in Review videos and even our lineup of vintage Six Flags Over Texas merchandise featuring Big Bend. Sit tight as we formulate the next decade of Six Flags Over Texas history, and we hope to see you soon at a theme park.